here. I'm Ruth Ann.
I'm Chris.
We are GeekChic Promotions, and we have our special guests.
This is Tony Donley.
That's Marcus Perry. Here, on the couch.
Einstein.
Good-looking guy.
Super good-looking guy.
It's
adventurer. Lots of one-liners.
It's not crazy hair Einstein. It's the Einstein you want to be your Einstein.
It's Magnum P. Einstein.
Did we have any examples?
That's literally the first exciting. I did. They're in the car.
Oh, good.
They're in
So
the
glad
trunk.
you brought
They're in the
them.
trunk of my car.
Yeah.
I've been here for an hour and no one asked me until now. They're in the car.
But just to wrap up the elevator pitch, part of an interdimensional agency
She
that
also
protects.
says you guys are hot.
I'll take it.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
I'll take it.
I don't mind that.
All right. Marcus was in the middle of explaining
Yes.
exactly what the comic book was about.
So Einstein's
We're off to such a great start with this.
Einstein's part of a secret interdimensional agency that protects the integrity of the space-time continuum, defends history from bad guys.
Yeah.
So it's like Quantum Leap meets Indiana Jones
Yeah.
meets Magnum P. Einstein.
Magnum P. Einstein's real big.
Magnum P. Einstein.
He's dressed like Han
I
Solo.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know you guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's Doctor Who-ish.
We
That's
like that.
nice.
Word.
All right. So we got Han Solo. We got a little bit of what's his face from Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe.
What?
Star-Lord?
Star-Lord. Yes.
Star-Lord, man.
Right.
That's right.
Ah, forget it. I could have done it.
It was good. It was a
What
good
I was
bit.
saying was I could have done that
It was a
part.
good bit.
Yeah. I was up for it. And
Yeah.
I didn't work out.
Okay. So for the first issue, when did that hit? Wednesday.
Yep.
That hit last Wednesday. So you guys, that's available in the stores right now. And when does issue 2 hit? Is it available for ordering right now, perhaps?
You can. Yep.
Yes.
It's definitely available for ordering
Okay.
online and at your local comic book store.
Yes.
They
Your
call them
retail
brick and
choice.
mortars.
I've heard of those.
Pretty proud of that. You can also get them at Discount Comic Book Services,
Okay, good.
which is I had some friends in Canada that for some reason their comic book store couldn't order it and they got it on there and they ship them.
And what
It
happens?
ships. Sorry.
What happens when you order it through them? Don't you get something special with it?
Oh, you did, but you don't
Oh,
anymore.
you don't anymore. Okay. Sorry, guys.
When you ordered the first issue, we made a special book plate based on Albert's real life book plate. So when they had those for issue 1, they only had 100. I think they sold out.
Oh wow.
And we're gonna do another for the trade, but that's in a few months.
Okay, awesome.
Marcus, I drew the first one. Marcus is gonna draw the one for the trade.
Right. Just get ready for that.
Yeah.
Pretty special.
It's gonna be nice?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Well, cheers to your new book, guys, and
Oh,
also
hey.
cheers. We have officially had 1 full year of doing Nerd Rages.
Yes, we
Hey.
are.
Cheers
Hey.
to us. Cheers to you.
Nerd Rage!
Woo! And we also have Charles from Stockholm joining us on YouTube.
Oh,
hey,
welcome
Charles.
back.
Come on!
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Stockholm?
Stockholm.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
Amazing!
It is my favorite syndrome.
I agree, Hattie. This
So,
is going great.
Glad for that.
All right,
I'm on
so.
fire with them today.
Yeah, you are.
Yep, it's true. All right, so we need to do some raging. We've done some raving about your guys' book. We need to do some raging about Venom. This movie has been a very hot topic this week since
Hot
it came
take.
out on what was it? Came out on the 3rd, I believe, of
It was
this
just
month.
like a week ago,
It was
wasn't it?
about a week ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're first top 15 minutes. We're not gonna do spoilers, but then we will jump into spoilers. We will warn you. I promise.
I will
Question.
open with a spoiler.
Open with a spoiler.
And actually, that spoiler is kind of a hot take in that I didn't think Venom was horrible. It's like everybody's.
Ooh, people want to hate it.
I know that everybody wants to hate it, and part of it is maybe that when we saw it, we went in with like lower expectations.
Same.
But I also saw it on the exact same day that I saw A Star Is Born, which was great. And so we were coming from seeing a movie that's kind of on the real high end of the spectrum in terms of quality,
Right.
into Venom, which by that standard should have made Venom even worse. Like I should have
Right.
walked in and been like, I saw A Star Is Born with amazing acting and directing, and now I'm seeing Venom with a questionable monster.
Right.
But you know, you get into it and you're like, I
Wasn't
mean,
it
it's
the
fine.
Same, the same guy that did both movies, right?
Yeah,
Same-
Tom
same-
Hardy starred in both.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy is Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born, and
Yeah.
not enough people
And
know
he's
that.
fucking good.
The guy just disappeared into it and has the voice
Yeah.
of an angel. But no, it's like the same cinematographer shot both movies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
That's
so
amazing.
very, very different ends of the
Good for-
spectrum.
by the way, good for him.
Good for him.
That's
right?
great.
Right?
That
You
would have
know?
been an exciting year.
Totally. Hopefully he did them back to back just like I saw.
Yeah.
But
So you were okay with it?
yeah, listen, it's not the Venom origin from the Spider-Man books. And so if you're expecting that,
So why not?
And anybody
You're
that was trying
expecting
to say there's Spider-Man in this movie, Spider-Man does not
Nope.
appear in this
Nope,
movie.
not even mentioned.
Not even in the
Oh.
button,
Nope.
nothing.
he
Just
doesn't, but
0%.
I haven't seen it. I am going to weigh in.
Yeah, let's hear
I saw
it.
Spider-Man in the movie. He's in it. Spider-Man's in the movie.
it's an Easter egg.
Yep.
To really look for it.
You gotta be fast.
It's in there.
Exactly. Like,
Just look
no
for it.
points.
Alexa,
Right there.
pause. It didn't work. Okay.
You were about to start her, Alexa, though. So what did you think, Chris?
I actually didn't mind it. Like, I went in there incredibly low.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. Like, low expectations because I thought it looked really crappy in the trailer. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it
But
looks great.
when I went in, I feel, and I know that Marcus shares a lot of these same opinions, but Michelle Williams, she kind of phoned it in a little bit.
Oh, her husband died.
Didn't, like, ages ago. She's remarried.
Oh, so that's not gonna affect the rest of your life?
A loss is a loss is a
God.
loss. I don't know that
Man.
there's a shelf
Chris,
life on how
yeah.
long you can grieve.
I don't think so either. She
Can we
lost her
respect-
fucking husband.
Can we respect Michelle Williams'
Yeah,
feelings?
I think she
Please?
was great. I thought she was great in the movie, and I was constantly going, "Oh God, she misses Heath Ledger. I love it."
Wait, now,
So-
which, she was the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Who was she? Yeah.
Have you
She
seen
was
it?
movie, but I just...
Michelle Williams played Venom.
Actually,
Actually,
no,
a lot
I
of
just
people
want to make
don't
sure
know
that she was the girlfriend.
Wait!
Now, my only problem with the girlfriend, I agree she phoned it in, that there was just a lot of blank stares, but okay, guys, I had a good time. Like, I liked it. I could tell that they were going for rated R, and then they
They pulled it back to the last
pulled it
minute.
back, which I don't think they should have done. And there's
Yeah.
obviously a clip scene.
Well, I think what people are missing is that this was a buddy movie.
Oh,
It was
100%.
a buddy movie.
Is Danny Glover in it?
He is.
He is.
He's Venom.
9 minutes 38 seconds.
Danny Glover.
Aussies.
Danny
Danny
Glover.
And of
Glover.
course, guys, if you want to weigh in on this,
But-
you're
But-
welcome to.
But like to level set though, like it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good as an okay Marvel Studios movie, but it's way better than like the last two Amazing Spider-Man movies. It's not better than like
Yeah.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, but
Right.
like the Garfield Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's like it's better than that.
Do they call him the Garfield
Well,
Spider-Man?
that's what I call it.
I
Yeah.
think
mean,
it's
like,
great. I love it. I just
You
never heard
know,
that
it's
before.
not the Maguire era. It's
Yeah.
the Garfield
I would
era.
say
2
if
seconds,
this
I was
was-
trying
and
to think
it's-
of Garfield and
Yeah.
was confused.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
actual
Yeah, yeah.
lasagna eating
I would,
cat.
yeah.
Right.
Once again,
Sticks to Windows.
Yes.
That's
It's
cars
true.
mostly.
Yeah, I really liked the movie. I felt like it should have been more R, but there's definitely like a chunk that was missing because all of a sudden like Venom's character changes and he mentions like because of this thing and you're like,
Spider-Man.
what happened?
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
Is it?
No, it's not. I mean, they actually kind of do something interesting with the symbiote and like why he likes Eddie Brock. They're sort of like they kind of bond over something that's kind of funny,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
but it's
Spoiler?
yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
I think
I
we're
have a
about to
ruin
hit
it.
spoiler
I have a
though,
question.
but like,
Ruth Ann, you said for the first 15 minutes we're not going to discuss spoilers.
yeah, we already passed the.
Oh, I thought you meant 15 minutes of Venom talk, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah, I'm
'cause
sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
was going to have to make up a lot of shit about Venom. Okay, so go ahead with your spoilers.
Well, yeah, and I feel like it would have been a very good Marvel movie. It came out in like 2003. That was like the one of the things
Yeah,
that
I
I
agree
saw
with that.
that people kept saying like this is the best 2003 Marvel movie we didn't ask for.
So,
like
I mean,
that's kind of
that's like basically saying it's better than Daredevil.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, which is again that's too low.
I'm going to, like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I
agree.
was expecting it to be though Daredevil level, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's
and we're
surprising.
talking
It wasn't
about
even Daredevil
we're talking
Netflix
about
level?
the movie,
Yes.
Oh,
not the
no,
Netflix.
Daredevil.
It's better.
The
It's
movie,
better
the
than
Ben
that.
Affleck
Yeah,
movie.
that guy's
Yeah.
a terrible director.
Ben
Daredevil.
Affleck? He's
No,
great.
he's fucking amazing. The guy that directed the first Daredevil movie.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
He also directed Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
James Mark
and
Steven
some
Johnson.
barbershop movies, right?
That's
No,
a different guy.
that's a different guy.
Tim Story.
Yeah, it's Tim Story.
He made those Fantastic Four
Tim
movies
Story's
that you don't
also
like.
a bad director. That's right.
You guys good? You all right?
Yeah.
No! I will get off topic any chance you get. I also have something to say about Ruth Ann's thing. You didn't say this, you were quoting the internet.
Yes.
About a
The
movie
entire
they didn't
internet.
ask for. Fuck you if you think you get to ask for movies and anyone listens.
We were actually, one thing we were talking about before this
makes me
started
mad.
is that sometimes you feel like a lot of people's opinions are unfounded online. Like, you don't get the right to have that opinion because
Yeah.
you're not a movie
You don't have to
maker
see Solo.
or-
Just don't go see it.
Just
It's
don't go
easy.
see it.
It's so easy. I haven't seen Venom. It was really easy for me not to go see it. I didn't do it. It was just.
And you're still talking about it here with us. So-
Yeah.
I'm angry! It's nerd rage! Don't invite me to nerd rage and be like, be all sweet and cute. I'm just sweet and gorgeous.
Okay, so I have Charles here from Sweden says, Sony needs to let Marvel do the movies, even Venom. Tom Hardy is maybe my favorite actor working today. So disappointed by this movie.
Charles,
Oh,
I agree with you. Go ahead.
Well, Tom Hardy's actually really good in Venom.
Did you,
Like,
Charles?
I think
Did you see
everything
it?
he's doing is very good.
What was the movie
Charles.
that just came out recently?
Chuck, did you see it? I haven't seen it.
What was it? What is the movie?
Chuck!
I'm thinking of?
Alright, relax.
You
Oh, I
can't
was
call it
legit
nerd rage.
For my phone for a second. Can't call it nerd rage. Says not the Venom movie I asked for.
Oh, did Kathleen Kennedy do it? Girls in charge of Venom. I don't like it. Who cares? That's what everyone said about Solo. They were mad.
Is that what everyone said? Were
Yeah.
they mad at Kathleen Kennedy?
They were mad because a woman was doing Star. Who cares?
Kathleen Kennedy's one of the best producers
She's
in the world.
amazing.
And she
Do you guys
produced
remember
all of them,
Indiana
though.
Jones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Yeah,
Indiana
she's
Jones?
phenomenal. Yes,
Mean
not,
anything to you?
not the Solo movie I asked for.
Spoilers, he does the parsec run really fast.
He does.
So.
I was, I was pretty impressed by the.
Charles, by the way, did see it.
by
Oh,
the run. Oh, good.
Thanks, Chuck.
Wait, I thought you yelled at Charles.
No, I
Over the
asked Charles.
internet.
I didn't yell. I
There was some yelling
requested
involved.
some information.
Loudly.
I did yell.
Not
At
loudly.
Loudly.
Yeah.
Charles, you're not alone. This is our creative process. When I talk about ideas, I'm frequently yelled at like this.
Yeah.
Constantly. I'm like, I'm
Constantly.
right here. Like, you don't have to just
I
yell
can
at
hear
me.
you.
There's a real volume
Yeah,
control
it's
issue
real,
I
it's real
have.
volatility.
Yeah.
Passion.
It's all pent up. I wish this shirt can contain me. It can't.
I wish it could too.
It's gonna come.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not lying. I was thinking that myself.
There's no shirt containment.
Well, overall for
record.
Venom.
For the record,
Yes.
I thought Tom Hardy was really good in this movie.
I like Tom
I
Hardy as
actually
well. in
really
this.
liked him in it. And I'm
I
not a Tom Hardy fan.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
What?
I'm not a Tom Hardy fan.
Did you know that?
What about Bane?
Bane? Yeah, no.
No.
Bane's pretty.
No.
I didn't like Bane either.
I don't like
Burn.
it. And also, by the way, I heard a
Although,
rumor that he was
think
using
about
a
love freaking
voice for
one-liners.
Venom,
Oh,
and he did
I'm
not
sure.
use a voice, which I was very happy about.
I mean, he had a
So-
New York
He
accent.
didn't.
You guys seen
Yeah.
Legend?
He had a New
Because
York
there's one throwaway line.
Amazing in Legend. Not your Legend, the other Legend.
What's
Isn't it called Legend?
What's your
What are you talking
legend?
about?
The,
I mean,
where,
I
No,
know,
where
we're talking about the.
he plays
I-
brothers?
To be fair, I
They're
didn't make
so
that
on the
legend.
rails,
Yeah.
guys.
Marcus Perry, director of Legend. Wait, isn't it called
Wait,
Legend?
with Tom Cruise?
Where he's
That's the one that
he
we were
plays
talking about
two
earlier.
gangster brothers in London.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's called Legend, but I
Go
know
ahead and
what you're
edit all
talking
that out where everyone didn't know what I was talking about, but
about. He does. He plays two brothers.
yeah.
But yeah, I
Sure.
did. I liked the casting except for the girlfriend. I felt
Did
like
you
what's
like
her
the
face was
was
a little bland, but
Yeah.
the writing was
was
good.
gonna-
I
movie
appreciated
was
that we didn't. I was
awesome.
sure we were gonna have like the stereotypical like everything's so great with the girlfriend and then she dies. Like I thought that's the twist that we were gonna have.
Does she not become Venom in the movie?
No.
No,
Not-
for a minute.
For a
second.
minute.
She does,
Yeah,
for
right?
a
Okay.
minute.
That,
Yeah,
that is
That's
the,
what I heard
you're
that.
right.
The
For a
theory
minute.
is I think they edited out that scene because I feel like that's where Venom had the most change. Like he did connect with them. I feel like it was a little too much of a flip of being like, I want to murder everybody on this planet too. Like I like this planet. I'm gonna take it over and make sure that this guy doesn't destroy it. Like
But the kind of funny part about it, if we're okay to talk about spoilers,
Yes.
is like
We're talking about spoilers.
when the symbiote is like, I'm not gonna destroy your planet, I'm gonna protect you, and he's like, why? And he goes, well, you know, Eddie, because you're kind of a loser here, and where I come from, I'm kind of a loser. So like, I
Too.
feel
Yeah.
for you. So the idea that the symbiote is kind of a like a
Does the
loser.
symbiote talk?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
To
can't
him.
wait.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
Also in Tom Hardy's movies.
yeah, which
But it kind of
actually.
splits off from him and like forms like a
But you
face
hear
and
him in his
top.
head for a
It's-
little bit.
Okay,
sounds-
did
yeah,
they do
that
it cool? Because that
sounds
sounds
good.
terrible.
No,
I
The
kinda
face
liked
looks
it.
good. The
The
face
face
always
does.
looks pretty good. You know, when he turns into full Venom, it's questionable.
Have you ever seen the pictures of people putting googly eyes on
Mhm,
it? It's amazing. That or the toothless reference when they do
Yes.
the Snickers commercial of
And
like,
then he turns
oh,
into-
you should have the Snickers. You get a little angry and he
He
eats the
turns
Snickers
into
and,
toothless.
and he
Can we
turns
talk
into
about How
toothless.
to Train Your Dragon? Because I just saw it this week,
It's great.
and it was fucking great. I
Great
cried.
movie. It's really
I
good.
cried.
Which one? Did you see just the first one?
There's more?
Yeah,
There's
there
more.
I
is.
didn't know there was
There's
more.
There's really
And
I
they're getting
was
better.
devastated. That was a really good movie.
It is. It's very
Oh,
good.
It's a great
man.
series, actually. You should watch
Toothless.
all of them.
very good.
I drew.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you care about Venom like you care about Toothless.
I don't. I'm
That's-
way more into it. I do have a question
Yeah.
for those that have seen it. Charles,
He says it wasn't Topher Grace bad, by the way. Venom.
Yeah. It
thank
wasn't
God.
super- yeah.
That's one of the
That's
worst
the best way
transitions
you
in
can
all
say it.
movies. Spider-Man 3, when all of a sudden they show up in an alley. I don't even remember who the other villain is, but it's
Sandman.
Yeah, and literally Venom they cut to a scene and Venom goes, "Do you want to team up?" Fucking terrible.
Oh, that whole
Topher
movie
Grace
was
bad.
Isn't that how you team up
Yes.
with people?
No!
Hey, Marcus.
Nerd rage!
Aren't you like,
Want to
hey,
team up?
hey, you
Hey,
don't like Spider-Man, right? Me either.
How did
We
they
should
find
team
one?
up.
There's so many alleys in New York.
His Venom powers.
It's disgusting.
Venom
What was I
knows
gonna-
where sand is.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
ask a question to
For
the
Charles. So I know Venom from comics. Haven't seen the movie. Is he kind of like, because in the comics he's kind of a good guy who he hates Spider-Man, so it's a villain, but he kind of protects people and he's kind of a Punisher, but an
Yes.
alien symbiote.
Yeah,
Is he like that in the
he
movie?
starts off even
Yeah.
more evil than that. Like he starts off that he is going to murder the entire human race. Like that's kind of his goal.
Is there a reason? Like, is it a good?
He's
does
just
that-
like,
does it-
I
does
like
he
this
sell
planet.
that?
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
yeah.
Does he
Take
sell
over the
that?
planet.
Yes.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna take the planet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
There was
Very
a
typical.
bad symbiote that I think was maybe made up for the movie
Yes.
called
Yes.
Riot
Mhm.
that I'd never heard of
Oh
before.
no, I think that's in. I think
Yeah.
that's
Is that a real
comics.
one?
Yeah.
Because I thought, and granted, I haven't like read Venom in a long time, but like I thought Carnage was the only other symbiote, but I guess that's not true.
There's a whole
Carnage.
thing of
Now, on the
symbiotes.
other hand, guys, all right. So there was the ending.
There's
And
a little
this
button
is-
at the end.
there's a
There was an
button at
ending
the
of the
end.
movie.
There was a
They
button.
tease up Venom 2.
The button.
Oh, I'm gonna-
Charles, do you want to see my
I
belly
don't
button?
know if we should. No.
No, but
No.
keep it
Stop,
alive, keep it alive.
home,
No.
call in.
No.
Call right now. 842-761-9311 if you want to see my belly button.
That is not toll free.
That is-
Somebody just said something.
Just so that you know.
He said the CG wasn't great, but hey, can you believe it? We live in a world where we get a Venom movie. It's
Exactly.
It's
That's pretty
And
cool,
I,
actually.
I was really hoping they were gonna go full R and much more like
Right.
horror movie-esque, especially to come out in like the month of Halloween. Like I thought that would be a really cool twist.
Yeah.
I hope they do another version, a rated R version.
Okay.
I'm
I hope-
sure. I'm sure an unrated cut will come out
Okay.
because I mean,
That I
clearly
wanna
that
see.
monster is like eating people's heads. And
Oh yeah, and there's
stuff.
actually
To
one
get
scene
back
where
to
you
the-
could see him say like "fuck you" in the reflection, but it's like
Yes.
"screw you" and it's the
Yeah.
actual voice. And you're like,
Yeah,
I
I
saw
saw
So
you.
you want
Can't
S
you cut
bomb and a
away-
PG-13.
As a director, can't you just cut away and still say "fuck you" but not have it in the movie? Like
No, you only get one in a PG-13 movie, and it has to be in a non-sexual context.
That's not.
So
I
I
mean,
can say "fuck you," but I can't call you a motherfucker.
Right.
Because that's sexual.
what I meant was, couldn't you like
Oh, interesting.
cut on the fuck so you don't hear it?
You could,
But
but
you,
that's,
like,
that's
you
kind of
know
what
it's-
they do in trailers, right? Like they'll,
Yippee-ki-yay.
Right,
they'll
yeah,
put like an explosion
But
over
hey,
it or like a gunshot
yeah.
sound,
Right.
you know.
Who here was excited about Woody Harrelson being Carnage at the end?
Ooh, we're gonna give that away.
Yeah.
Because it's spoilers.
I was pretty on board.
Yeah,
I was
on
pretty
board.
fired up for it.
I
Like
was
at the
fired
end,
up
that's
too.
the button. Like Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson's gonna be Carnage, and
And it's
Woody
great.
Harrelson versus Tom Hardy. That
Is-
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I want
That
to
does
see
sound
that.
awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
I
into
do.
that.
I was really on board for that.
I
So-
did also like how the symbiote totally has a thing for his girlfriend now. And he's like, oh, she just knows that we're gonna get back together. And he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up. She's like, what? No, nothing.
Do you see Tom Hardy naked in this film?
No.
I know, disappointing.
I know.
Disappointing.
I know.
Yeah,
It was.
but I liked
Is
a
Michelle
lot.
Williams naked?
Again, I
Yeah.
liked a lot of the
'Cause that
writing.
would
I
be
liked a lot
terrible.
of the back and forth, like the first scene
Not
between the girlfriend
seeing
and
her
him.
naked,
With
but
like,
if
good
they
morning.
made her
Don't
get
forget to
naked.
go to
Right,
your
not- but not
meeting.
Tom
I love
Hardy.
you.
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
for the
cool.
Venom movie.
Feed the cat.
Yeah,
I love
you
you.
gotta be double naked.
Feed the cat. Like that kind of. I felt like
Yes,
that
man.
banter was
I get
very
it.
realistic and not too sappy.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But you
I
could
liked
also
it.
see her being exhausted with having to push him so much, so that when he messes up the big time, the breakup makes sense. Because so many times in these movies, especially comic book versions of movies, they make the girlfriend like break up with the person for not a good reason, and you're like, really? That's
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was.
that's
What
she's
he
kind
did
of
was
a shithead.
illegal.
But yeah, what he did was illegal.
It was
Lost her
illegal.
job.
Yeah.
Everything because of what he did.
Yeah.
So
She broke up with Casey Affleck in that one movie because he burned their kids.
yeah, that's a good reason
That
to
is
break
also
up.
a good
Yeah,
reason.
so
True,
her,
so that was
she
a
is
solid reason.
typecast.
Very good. Yeah,
and
legit.
good
Yeah.
reasons for breaking
Michelle
up with
Williams,
people.
pick your movies better. You're being typecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
So-
you just relationships with monsters.
What out of, 1 out of 10. What are we giving this?
Oh,
1 out of 10. Well, let's do 1 to 5.
You like 1
What?
to 5
1 to
better?
5.
Why
10
only 5?
is way too long.
Way too long.
That's what she said.
you're not going to
Anyway.
discuss all the 1, 2, 3,
You
and
usually
it's a
get
4.
Usually movies are given 5 stars or less. Isn't that true?
Okay, all right.
Okay,
We
so
want to go with a
next up,
5-star
we can cool
rating.
it. I
All
don't
right,
care.
I give it a 3.
You get
Out
it
of 10.
out of
No,
5.
5.
5.
Oh, that's good then.
Also, Liz Chadwick gives a thumbs up. Sup, Liz? Good to see you.
Liz.
So you're giving it a 3
I'm
out
giving
of
it a
5.
3 out of 5.
Can you give me other examples of 3s for you?
Wizard of Oz. Was that good or bad?
Casablanca.
Because I want to see your.
Casablanca's a fucking great
Right.
movie, Chris. What's your problem with Casablanca?
I'm trying to think of like
Forrest Gump.
The
Okay,
script is
well, let's
so
just
strong
say-
in Casablanca.
Very, very strong.
Suicide Squad is a 2.
Wow.
Generous.
So it's only one step up from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because I
That's
mean,
unfair.
you compare it to like Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like
No, but like,
Okay, then what's a
What's
4
our
for you?
rating?
Okay,
That's
well,
unfair.
well, no, that's
What's
what
our
I want to
four?
feel. I want to feel
Wonder
your
Woman.
4.
Wonder Woman's a 4.
Okay. See, this is why I like 1 through 10 a little bit better because
Oh,
there's a
'cause
little bit more of a zhuzh, you know what I mean? So I guess we're doing 1 through 5. So 1 through 5, what you got?
if it's 1 through 5, I'd probably give it like a 3.5 or maybe a 4.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
All right.
Wow.
I don't know. People like really were talking up this movie like it was the worst
Yeah.
thing they'd ever seen, and it was just not the case.
I like to. Those aren't real people.
Yeah,
That's
like-
just fucking internet.
Like
crap,
it was
right?
like I was entertained throughout it, and I don't know if it's just from like working in the movie business for a long time. It's like when you walk out, like it's so hard to get stuff made,
Yeah.
and like when you walk out of a movie, like at least I'm not like wildly disappointed by it. I'm like, yeah, that was fun. I was entertained. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
I was
very
similar,
entertained
yeah.
by it. Like it was. There's things that if someone had given me the reins to Venom, I would have done differently. But
Right.
nothing about it completely falls apart in a way that equates like a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I finally just watched
watchable.
Justice League on the
Completely
plane.
watchable.
Yeah.
That's a mess. Like
Not watchable.
not that watchable. I still don't really
Yeah.
understand what I watched. But with Venom,
That'd be like a 2 for me.
yeah, so that would be a 2 for you as well.
Yeah.
And just so you know, Hattie says, Marcus, your hairline is amazing in profile.
Ooh,
Fuck. That's
fantastic.
That's
That's
a
a
hot
really
take.
Yeah,
That's a
the
good
hot take.
compliment.
Liz Chadwick also says, hey kids, I'm leaning heavily on your opinion. Wait for DVD or make it a point to see it in theater. I would say see it in theater
See it in theater.
because it was,
Yeah.
for me, I really liked it. I'm giving it a solid 4. I laughed, like I really liked a lot of the tricks they use with how the symbiote's powers work. And I thought they played really fun with that, like having him literally split 2 cars while he's on a motorcycle to go
Ooh,
through, like
yeah,
all
that
that
was
kind of
awesome.
like fun
Yeah.
stuff.
That was cool stuff.
And and the way the banter was pretty fun, and
It was. I liked it.
somebody was making a note of like, oh, I don't feel like Venom would make those jokes, but I felt like he was pulling from Eddie's personality so much that it was making him kind of and like when he was when he told him to jump so that they get somewhere faster out this building, and he ends up taking the elevator, he goes like it was super funny, and I thought it was like I had a great time, so I'm giving it a solid 4. And I would say definitely see it in theaters because like seeing it with an audience and that whole thing,
And
I
also
was
talking about like how you thought that there was like a bunch of stuff that was like missed, and apparently, according to Charles, it says that Tom Hardy said that they cut out 40 minutes of his favorite scenes. So,
That's a big chunk.
yeah.
That's a huge chunk. Yeah, I'd be interested to see like
That's
what
probably
the
a pretty R-rated
unrated.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
The
was some
unrated
kind
cut
of
comes out.
when they recently mentioned that it was not going to be R.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, a couple months ago, whatever. Tom Hardy did release a statement about how he supported that, and I wonder if he really supported that, or if they were like, "Dude, you're in a
Dude,
contract."
Yeah, support this shit.
Tell
I
us,
agree.
yeah.
I bet he did because
Especially if what Charles said about
Sure.
40
Yeah.
minutes.
Sure.
That's interesting.
Because I mean, I just feel like the thing that Marvel needs to do with these like specific movies for just one characters that already haven't been introduced in the MCU is that you have to make them thematic, like. Not just another MCU movie, but to make it a rated R horror movie would be perfect for Venom. So I hope that that the director's cut or the unrated cut comes out and it does super, super well, so that maybe for a sequel or something like that. I mean, Deadpool really paved the way of rated R comic book movies being the right call. So hopefully that's the case.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Do you
Yeah,
agree
I
with
don't
what
think
I'm
it's
saying?
necessarily the right call, but I know
For
what you. I I know what
for
you mean.
Venom, I think it's the right
That's
call.
really funny. So I don't think so. I don't think Venom has to be a rated R.
I don't think it has to be, but I think it's a really good
still a teen
choice.
comic.
Right.
Shout out to my pal Donnie Cates, writes Venom.
What up? What up?
What's up, Donnie? Is Donnie watching? Donnie's not watching.
Johnny,
Sorry.
son of a.
But I don't think Venom has to
I
be
don't
rated
know.
R.
I don't think it needs to be, but I think it'd be a good take because we have a lot of kid-friendly stuff that's already out there. I would like, maybe that's just me being a fan of like being a grown-ass adult and wanting to see something a little darker.
Yeah.
From the comic
Also,
book
speaking
movies.
of writers of Venom, you know who wrote this movie?
I do not.
Your buddy Scott Rosenberg.
Hey, Scott! Scott, what's up? Scott, where is it? Scott's not watching. Scott is awesome.
He is.
Scott's awesome. We
Great
were talking
writer.
about Scott last night, actually.
Ah.
Albert Einstein, time mason.
What?
Scott.
All right.
All right, so
that.
this wasn't really that much of a rage, but do we have any raves of the week? I have a couple. Do you have
I didn't
any
know you wrote that.
raves?
Okay, how do we feel about part 2 of Suicide Squad being done by James Gunn?
I think it's a hilarious. Fuck you, Marvel.
I think it's gonna help
like
out Suicide Squad immensely.
They should grab him and hold on to him.
Oh yeah, what's really sad is we do
Yeah.
need more Marvel writers over at DC because like they're getting it right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Marcus?
I love James Gunn. I mean, and he does surprising things with all of his movies. So I mean, if anyone can really come in and make that work, and I'm sure it's him. Look what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
I mean, he turned it into like a AAA
I think Marvel made a
franchise.
big mistake, but you know what? I don't mind because I do mind because of Guardians of the Galaxy and me loving it. But I really want to see DC movies step it up a notch. And so I
Yeah.
think this is great.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see that because like honestly, I don't think Marvel would have done it if Marvel wasn't owned by Disney at this point.
Mhm.
Like I think that was a Disney higher up. Like nope, you gotta because of this and that the other.
Yeah.
I have a question. So I loved Guardians. I love Guardians 2. Also great. I don't like it that now we are being things like Indiana Jones, blah blah, different. But when you have a director who didn't create the Guardians of the Galaxy, I would prefer to see other people
Different
do
people?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So
That takes-
I hate how he was fired, but I didn't need a third James
Sure.
Gunn Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think that's also a
How do
really
you guys
good
feel
point.
about that?
Yeah, no, that's a very good
Kind of
point.
what you're talking about is really what the Mission Impossible movies were. when they
100%.
started off, where it
That's
was
exactly
it. Was
it,
like
yeah.
a different director with each chapter. You know.
That's a
Sort of like
perfect
a different
example
take.
because those movies are great
Yeah.
and they're all very different. Tom cuts his hair in all of them.
Yeah,
It's
He has
true.
a different haircut in every movie.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
true.
gosh, he does. You're right.
it's true.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So I have a couple raves. So when I went to go see Venom, I saw the new long trailer for the new animated Spider-Man
Yes.
movie.
Oh,
I
yes.
Yeah, that was very cool.
That was so
I-
good.
It looks amazing.
It looks so good, and I love.
Ugh.
Usually, I don't like it when there's like a meme that's been added to a movie just as a joke. But Spider Pig made me so fucking happy.
He's not called Spider Pig.
I know he's not, but
Rage! It's not Spider Pig.
It's Spider Ham, right?
it's Spider.
Yeah.
He's
it's
Peter
Spider-Man.
Spectacular
Yeah.
Spider Ham.
I know,
Sportacular.
but all I think of is
Sportacular.
Simpsons. Spider
To play
Pig,
on
Spider
Spectacular.
Pig. Like
Also
that
on
just makes me
sports.
really happy.
Yeah.
So that's my first rave of this week. The second rave
Also
is last weekend episode of the new Doctor Who series with our new first ever female Doctor, and it was awesome. I'm not going to get any spoilers. It's dark. It's scary. They did a really good job. I love the cast. I love the new companions. What?
He's
What?
gonna try
No.
to whisper to Marcus on a live stream.
No. It's gonna,
You can whisper on live streams. Charles, if you DM me, I'll tell you what I said, but otherwise.
Hattie says sportacular.
Yeah, the spectacular.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But those are my raves of the week. I think everybody should jump on board for this. We have another Doctor Who episode coming out tomorrow, so everybody should watch it. It's grand. I'm gonna get Chris on board.
Sure.
I'm gonna do it.
Wait,
do
do
it,
you
guys.
not watch Doctor Who?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't either. I have, but
watched
I
some
will.
early
I'm
episodes.
Yeah, I
legit
will
just
now
gonna
watch.
start
I feel like I
her
should watch
on the
it
new
now.
Doctor
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
not and
that's
see how it
perfect.
goes
I'm
because
willing.
I
I'm
think
willing.
the reason that Doctor Who has done so well is that you can just start at a doctor. And if there's stuff that you're like,
Right.
wait, what is she referring to? I'll be like, oh, well, it's this, that, the other. Cool.
You
And I'll
can
keep
go
going.
back if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
a Doctor Who question.
Yeah.
So I stopped a while ago watching it, and we were always a year or two behind
Mm-hmm.
what we got here.
Yes.
And so I did see on Netflix that it was like, hey, the new Doctor is out. So we're caught up. It's the first season of her as the Doctor, or is there
I
another
don't-
season we haven't?
You probably.
available
I don't
over
know
there.
I don't know what's on Netflix, but how I watch it is through Amazon Prime. Because or if you have
okay.
BBC America,
Do you have to buy? Do you have to purchase the season?
Yes.
Is that what you do? Okay.
I purchased
Got
the
it.
season.
Oh, you bought it. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm betting there's probably 2 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah,
I take
it's
that
probably
back.
it's probably
I don't
like
know what I'm talking about.
it's probably if it's on Netflix, it's probably at least a season, if not 2 seasons behind.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if again, BBC America, if you get it either through your TV provider or online, you can watch it through there.
And Amazon is a sponsor of the show, so we have to say Amazon Prime 3 times. So that's true.
Hashtag not a sponsor, please be our sponsor. Anyways,
Same day delivery.
Send us echoes.
Fantastic.
yes. But guys, thank you
Yes,
so much for
thank
joining.
you
Thank
for
you guys.
For
joining
our
us.
year anniversary of Nerd Rage.
And
Mickey
Albert
Blinky.
Einstein Time Mason,
Yes.
please go pick it up in your
Pick it
local
up.
comic book store. Order number 2. It is an amazing book done by 2 amazing guys.
Charles.
Fran.
Go get Albert Einstein Time Mason. If you don't like it, I will send you money to refund. That's only a Charles offer.
Only Charles.
Charles, go get it. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, I'll send you $4. I don't know what things cost in Oslo. Maybe it's $30. I don't know.
Stockholm.
That's not what he is.
Oh,
But you're
what?
getting $4.
Yeah, Stockholm. Yeah.
You're
All right,
getting $4.
guys.
Sorry,
Until
Chuck.
next- thank you so much.
Bye,
We'll see you
guys.
next time.
See you next time.